you guys. The new Matrix Resurrection, Matrix 4 trailer is out. So we're gonna do a reaction video, and what I'm gonna do is we're gonna watch it first together. It's a long video. It's about 2 minutes, above 2 minutes trailer, and then we're gonna comment on it after we watch the trailer. Let's go.
Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams. Am I crazy?
We don't use that word in here.
Hi.
Have we met?
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small, and the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Time to fly.
And if you go chasing rabbits,
If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to follow me.
and you know you're going to fall.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me. No?
When logic and proportion have fallen, so be dead. And white knight is talking backwards, and the red queens are overhead. Remember what the Dharma said.
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
Resurrection. What a trailer, coming out in December. Directed by Lana Wachowski. So that is the trailer for the new Matrix. So let's have a look. My immediate reaction, before I go into it, I want to mention that I watched the first Matrix, I think 6 times, more than 6 times in the cinema. So I'm quite old, so I remember that experience because I was so surprised at what they did, and I'm a big fan of the 3 Matrix movies, even though the Resurrection, the Reloaded one, Reloaded Revolution, people say the Revolution wasn't that good, or Reloaded wasn't that good. I love all 3 of them, but of course the first movie is still my favorite ever classic. If you notice, the one thing that really caught my eye, okay, that's the beginning of the trailer. When the movie starts, the color, I mean the first, second Matrix, I mean the whole Matrix series, the use of color is so different from other movies, meaning when the scene is shot in the real world, the color would be green, right? In the Matrix, meaning real world means the Matrix, meaning out in the simulation, the color would be green or blue. So in this movie, the first thing I noticed, the color is very what do you call that? The Michael Bay color, the teal, blue and teal. You see, teal means the color is almost like red, the afternoon color, the golden hour color. They say the golden hour. So it's teal means golden hour and blue. You can see a little bit of green, but most of the thing that I first noticed is the color palette. This is too fast a scene. I can't see. You can't, even though you slow down, you don't see much. He's talking to a psychiatrist. In Revolution, the main story of Revolution, if anybody remembers, Matrix Revolution, Keanu Reeves' character Neo died, and Trinity also died. So in this trailer, you get to see Keanu Reeves again, and Trinity is alive. So what is the story behind that? We don't know yet. So I'm curious about that. So that's gonna get me hooked. So he's basically saying a shrink. The color, to be honest, the color is making me feel this is a different movie from The Matrix, because The Matrix has really set color of blue or green, and yeah, the blue is in the real world, the green is in The Matrix. So it's a bit weird when you see the teal and blue. That is my a red warning sign for me. It's like when you watch a Michael Bay movie, Michael Bay like to use this color, blue and teal. So this is a blue kind of. We can just go and through comments away. I know it's a bit a long trailer. This is the first time he met Trinity. Looks good, man. I think that's when I watched that. It was so long ago, man. They look good, but the color, if you notice, the color is called blue and teal. It's introduced by Michael Bay in this Transformers movie, I think, starting using it, or before that. The color is always sunset hour and blue. So you can see here, I've noticed all this because I love cinematography. So I noticed the coloring, the blue and orange kind of thing, not a little bit of sunset hour, golden hour they call it. You can see if this is the first movie, the Matrix movie, the first series and the third series and all that, the beginning one, you won't see the vine, you won't see the little vein, and the color is very precise. They make it as a blue or green. You don't see the too much detail on that. Another scene that you don't see in the trailer, you don't see in the first Matrix, is this kind of color. The black is not the black, it's all blue, right? But it's using the blue and red teal. You have to go and watch it again when you see what I mean. There's no teal at all in the old Matrix movie, the original trilogy. But I'm waiting for it because now it's taking the blue pill. The blue pill is significant because you want to stay in the real world. You have to take the blue, and I think you have to take the red or the blue. So this type of color is you see in Michael Bay movies. The teal color, the sunset is going to come out and bursting. You don't even see this kind of color, shooting color or angle in the original trilogy. I'm sorry I'm going too much into the cinematography because I love film that I notice all this kind of thing. I will go to the story is a bit vague because I know he died. Trinity died. So to see him again is a bit weird. Now I think this is a commentary on the modern day where everybody's hooked on social media, on to be online. That must have some significance. But I'm not used to this kind of color. And I know you guys might be thinking that I think he's taking it too seriously. But as a fan of cinematography and film, I do not notice this kind of thing. Hopefully it doesn't annoy you too much. I can't help myself because the first Matrix, the whole trilogy, really influenced me on the coloring, on how important is coloring. Okay, so we know the original actor Lawrence Fishburne is not invited to play in this movie. So I think this is the new version of Morpheus, which is who is the mentor to Keanu Reeves. To see somebody else playing Morpheus is a bit different. So this is like the same, offering him to take either the red pill or the blue pill. This tattoo of the rabbit is significant because in the first movie, how Keanu Reeves got into the Matrix is through Neo, is through finding the White Rabbit. So you can see the White Rabbit here again. So it's quite nice. So I think this is the role that Trinity played, the White Rabbit. So man, the color, man, I can't get around that, man, because it's such a different movie from that. See, till you get this orange kind of color, and then you get this kind of shot will never happen in the first movie. Surprisingly, Lana Wachowski also directed the original trilogy, but her brother is not in this. He's not co-directing. I think that's why the color is so different and how the light is so different. I'm sorry again, I noticed this kind of thing because it's cinematography, man. I love photography, cinematography. I do take note on that. It's so different. So you will not find this kind of lighting in the second movie because they don't have this color. Okay, for example, in this kind of coloring, yellow and teal, you don't see this kind of color in the old trilogy because it will be either blue or green, blue tint or green tint. So this is the Morpheus fighting Keanu. Man, this is so much different. So much CGI, man. I know the first one has a lot of CGI too, but this kind of shot again, I mean, and you need to know that they shot this movie during the pandemic, right? Wow. I'm excited. Regardless of what I say, I mean, I'm excited to see this movie. So see this guy? The police guy just transformed into agent. The agent is like how the Matrix control the world. So I think the original agent is not acting again here. Who's the guy? Weaving? He's not gonna be here. Hugo Weaving is not gonna be in this movie. Man, you see, there's a hologram, right? Can you see the hologram? Yeah, I don't know what that means, but a lot of blue, right? Blue and teal. The Michael Bay palette, which I don't like. I have to be honest with you, I don't like this kind of coloring, the teal color, the orange and the blue. So this girl is the new White Rabbit, right? The blue hair girl, and there's this girl fighting with Keanu Reeves, right? There's an extensive scene of that. We don't know who. This is the new Morpheus. Man, it's a lot of the blue and teal. Again, you can see the blue, you can see the teal. This is very Hollywood style, Michael Bay era kind of view, which is different. This, like I said, I'm gonna. It does takes me out of the movie, to be honest, of the trailer. Sorry, and that scares me when you have that kind of color change. It looks like any Michael Bay coloring movie. So they have a lot of CGI here. I mean, oh man, if you see Reloaded when Keanu stopped the bullet, this is Keanu doing the gains, so he's stopping the bullet. But you can see the coloring is so harsh here, not as clean and smooth as in the original trilogy. Sorry to compare it because it's like this is the fourth movie. It's not like a different Matrix movie in that universe. Then they could have different coloring, but this is from the same director, but such different coloring, such different cinematography, so that you can see the action stuff. I'm really not that impressed because I think CGI can be done, but again, like I said, I'm sorry I have to repeat it. You can see the blue and the teal, which is I'm not a fan of that kind of coloring. Too much Michael Bay, you know. Okay, this guy, if I can guess, this is the Merovingian. Merovingian show up in Reloaded, Matrix Reloaded, the second movie in the original trilogy, and he is the one, like the old guy who was created by the Matrix long time ago. And he guides Neo on a mission. So it's kind of cool that they are repurposing some of the actors you can see the Morpheus character, somebody else is playing him. This is the Merovingian. So but it's just odd to see Keanu Reeves is so old now, man. But no doubt, I'm very excited to see this movie. Even though from my voice, you might think I'm complaining too much. I'm just saying, I'm just shocked at the different cinematography and photography, because I love color grading. I learned the Matrix. The first Matrix is the first time I watch a movie that is done in that way, green tinted and blue tint. So it does have such an impact on me, like a lot of even apps or programs to edit movies. They come up with this kind of word like I just used right now. Do you want the Matrix cut, or do you want the blue and teal, the Michael Bay cut? My editor will ask me, you want the Michael Bay color grading, or the Matrix color grading? I'm excited to see the trailer. I'm excited to see the movie. It's going to come out in December, not long. It won't be that long, but it's like they waited long enough. But it's so strange. I cannot fight the feeling. Like, this is so strange, the way they color it, because they use the same director. And to see such a different approach to it, it just takes me out a bit, I'm gonna give patience. I'm gonna give some time to it. I like to see Carrie Ann Moss again. I like seeing her again. I mean, these people are so grow up, man. I grew up with them, and I still watch the Matrix trilogy. Just happy to see them together again. But I'm just surprised, such a big, obvious difference from the trilogy in terms of the presentation, the coloring, and everything. But I'm happy that it's coming out. I'm happy there's a new movie coming out. So hopefully everybody can watch it, and we'll make a comment on the new trailer that keep coming out. I think this is the first trailer, right? So hopefully the other ones. Man, I miss the world. I miss the CGI world, the Matrix world, when you can see it. You can see how the world is just a simulation. And yeah, let's hope this movie is a good one. Thank you guys for your time, and have a good day. Thank you. Bye.